Obviously, we can start it off by just saying Bean is going to be the best card in the format as always. Bean Beatdown, always going to be the best deck, so can't argue with that. Anyway, we're going to start. We're going to go like archetype by archetype. There's some I'm just going to like quickly shove off. Like, I mean, we have Harpies here. Like, I don't think Harpies are really going to do anything. I'm not going to say they're bad. I wouldn't say they're rogue either. So we're just going to go like, no data. Access code here is for like the code talkers. I don't know how you guys feel about code talkers. I think code talkers are always going to be like rogue, basically. Like they're good. They can definitely do good things. So yeah, I think rogue is like fair for those guys. Yeah, for witchcrafters, I don't know if you guys agree with me, but witchcrafters, like they're probably going to be pretty good with the spellbook of judgment, right? I mean, they activate a shit ton of spells. You can probably play them with invoked, play them with strikers. You could do like a striker spellbook witchcrafter thing. I know that's a thing people do. So I don't know. Maybe I would put these guys rogue. I might be crazy for this though. Maybe it's just funny. Might be just funny. I might be wrong. Maybe it's rogue, but we're gonna put it in funny. It's probably can win some games and shit, but I don't know if it's exactly rogue. Yeah, they're super annoying. I don't like playing against witchcrafters either. I completely agree. They're super annoying. Super annoying. We got two Dantes here. Burning Abyss with Phantom Knights, obviously. Actually, Phantom Knights and Burning Abyss we might as well put together because they always pretty much go together in this game. We almost never see one or the other. I'd say I'm not sure. Like, I think they're either tier 3 or tier 2 for that deck. Funny. I mean, dude, they do some crazy shit. Like, they basically have Foolish Burial as a cost on their Link monster. You know, with the adventure stuff getting nerfed though, because they were basically playing with adventure and DP and stuff like that in the last format. So they definitely got hit a little bit, but nothing too crazy. I'm feeling like they're all obviously at least rogue. I'm not sure if they're going to go higher and go maybe into tier 2, but they're kind of dead, right? Didn't see them this season at all. I feel like at worst they're rogue. Yeah, still topping the most important event, Glasgow locals. Yeah, I think I have to leave them in rogue. Like, they're always at least rogue, in my opinion. There's just because they're still good, and that Link monster is just crazy. Cherubini is just insane. Then I've got Ballardrock here. Ballardrock is basically Zombie World Eldlich. I think Zombie World Eldlich is still going to be pretty good, right? The ban list hit a couple of floodgates, nothing too crazy, right? They just kind of like they semi-limited skill drain. Tier 1 for Zombie World? I don't know about tier 1. I was thinking tier 2 for Zombie World. I think tier 1 is a bit high. I think Zombie World is probably tier 2 personally. Zombie World Eldlich, it's really good. It's cancer. Listen, man. I'm not saying I like the deck. I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's exactly tier 1. Oh, next set has a bunch of new zombie support. Oh shit. Okay, they're already good. So if they get a bunch of support that makes them like broken, I'm gonna put them in tier 1. Or you know what? I actually feel like we need like tier 1.5. I feel like this is where you put it. Yep. So tier 1.5. I think that's fair, right? I think everyone can agree with that. Adamancipators. Is that they're still good, man. I've seen them do crazy shit. I've seen them do really crazy shit. So for me, Adamancipators, dead bullshit. They're not dead. Absolutely not dead. Dude, you ever face Adamancipators recently, man? They still do crazy shit, man. The God tier is funny. God tier is funny. Give you a little
I'm coming.
Hee ha, man. Never see them, bro. I see them though. I see them sometimes, very rarely though. Okay, I can't put them in funny though. Like, they're still good. Like, they're dead without how. Oh, right. Shit. Okay, we're gonna put Adamancipators in funny. Oh, that's true. No more Hulk. No more Hulk. Since March, I've seen them quite a few times. I mean, it's a luck deck, but still pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna put it in funny. I forgot they lost Hulk. Hulk is so important for them. How are they dead with Block Dragon? That's a good point. I guess so. I think they're about rogue. Like, I mean, when they do their shit, they're still really good, but I don't know. I'm not sure how well they could do without Hulk and the other limitations they already have. But I could be wrong. Blue Eyes. A lot of people have been simping for the new Blue Eyes stuff. We're going to put Chaos Max with Blue Eyes. It's cool. It's cool, but like, It's not because it can win that it's good. You know what I mean? So, like, nah. It's just bad. It's just bad. I guess I'll put it in funny. This one is just bad, but I guess I'll put Blue Eyes in funny because it's like they can still do good things. Like they can OTK you going second with the new the number 100 or the Dragonmaids. I don't remember what number it is. Rogue. They lost some power with Halkman. Yeah, I don't think Blue Eyes is Rogue. And this one, well, we already dealt with Dante. Cyber Dragons. If the Therion stuff is coming, Cyber Dragons is no longer bad, right? It's like at least funny. Cyber Dragon is at least funny, right? Yeah, I think Cyber Dragon with the Therion stuff is going to be probably Rogue, actually. With the Therion stuff. Yeah, could be Rogue. I might be coping, though. It might just be a funny deck. But, you know what? We'll put it in Rogue, and we'll see. We'll see. Dark Magician is just bad. Yeah, they'll be able to put up a negate first turn now, but Cyber Darks will abuse Therions completely. Yo, I actually didn't put Cyber Darks in this list, but we'll put Cyber Darks and Cyber Dragons in the same tier at Rogue. Dino, Draco, True Draco Fighter. That's what I was looking for. True Dracos. I'm just going to put in not enough data. I don't see them a lot anymore, thankfully, and I just don't want to think about it. How about Branded Dark Magicians? Just a worst branded deck. It's just bad. I'll put it in funny for you because that's a funny idea. I'll put it in funny just for you. Branded Dark Magicians is funny. Dragonmaids. I feel like Dragonmaids is still gonna be good, right? Dragonmaids is might be because it's got like the whole Dark Dragon stuff going on. The thing is, people are not really playing Rocket Link Dragonmaids anymore. But I still think it's good. I don't think it got any worse. It's I'm like teetering. I'm thinking probably either tier 3 or tier 2. I'm gonna go tier 2. Branded Dragonmaids is pretty good. Oh right, yeah, makes sense. Okay, so I think tier 2 is fair. I think we can all agree on that. Drytron, we got Herald of the whatever here. Drytron is not even Rogue. And it's not even. Is it funny? It's funny. It's pretty funny. I think Drytron players are pretty funny right now. It's pretty funny. They made us suffer a lot at the start of the game, so now we get our Keck W's a little bit. We can laugh at them a little bit. Yeah, Deadtron, Drytron funny. I hate it. Yeah, that's why it's funny because they're dead. Then we got the Eldlich stuff. Eldlich, I think, is also teetering on 1.5 between. I think it's like 1.5. I really don't think it's tier 1. Might even be tier 2 to be honest, but like without the zombie world stuff at this point. I'm gonna put it in 1.5 because it depends how you build it, because there's also Eldlich branded, which is quite good. I don't see them as much, and I'm not as worried anymore when I play against Eldlich as I used to be. So I think 1.5. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe here if I trust my gut on it. Endymion with the spell books. Okay, Endymion minimum tier 2 with the spellbooks. No one can convince me otherwise. There's no way they're just Rogue. With Spellbook of Judgment, there's no way Endymion is just Rogue, right? Like now, like I'm just waiting for someone to break this shit. But 100% this shit will get broken. You can mix them with Witchcrafters, mix them with Spellbook of Judgment. It's gonna get broken, 100%. So I'm gonna go tier 2 at least for Endymion. Exodia decks. I'm going to put them in funny. I've been seeing more Exodia decks recently. People have been playing it again. Sky Striker is better than Endymion with Judgment. Yeah, Sky Striker's on this list. Look at how many Trap Floodgates there is, and that's how eligible Eldlich is. I mean, but Red Reboot is a 2 now. So there's also that, right? For the Floodgates, for Eldlich. Like, we got Red Reboot at 2, so I don't know. Just saying it like that, you know. I think tier 1.5 is fair. I don't think it's exactly tier 1. Fluffles, honestly, I've seen like 1 or 2 Fluffle players in total in this game. I'm sure they can do some cool things with Branded, and I mean obviously there's that little Fluffle engine in Branded, so if you want to count that, then I guess they're tier 1. But I'm just gonna say not enough data because I have not really seen almost anybody play just like actual Fluffles. Yeah, Salamangreat is funny. Sorry Salamangreat players, it's just funny. Heroes, I think Heroes are teetering on tier 2 in Rogue. Like Heroes have been doing really good. We've been seeing a lot of cool hero stuff. Rogue Fluffles can go hard. Yeah, okay. I believe you. I just haven't seen it, so I don't want to put them in rogue because I haven't seen like almost nothing from them, and every time I've played against them, it's just bad. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go. I think heroes are like tier 2, honestly. You think they're just rogue? Heroes are just floodgates now? I agree, but they're good floodgates, and they've got crazy combos, and they're pretty good at going second too. I don't know if I guess they are rogue, but they're definitely, well, it's because if you hand trap the right card, it's kind of just dead on arrival, right? Yeah, I'm gonna put them in on top of rogue. I think heroes, I think they belong on top of rogue. Underrated, yeah, we're putting them on top of rogue. I think that's fair, but I do think they're really, really good actually, not to be underrated or underestimated. Okay, at Ignister, probably rogue. It's definitely better than Code Talkers, but I don't see it as tier 2 or anything like that. I know it's gotten decent results in tournaments and stuff, so I'm not gonna say it's bad or anything, but I don't think it's amazing. So just, I think in rogue is a fair spot for it for sure. Invoked here, invoked, I'm mostly thinking of like invoked mixed with Shaddoll and Dogmatica, and honestly that deck I have not seen much of anymore, but it's because people are mostly playing like branded invoked, or they're playing branded Shaddolls and stuff like that. So I'm not exactly sure how to even classify invoked anymore. I guess we'll just put it in tier 2. I think that's fair, just because there's so many builds with invoked. It's just an engine, right? I can't really consider it a deck or anything like that. Stealth Kraken, Sharks, Kraken Sharks, tier 2, right? They're getting new support. We got the water box coming really soon. Got a lot of support for waters. I feel like they're gonna be good. Am I crazy? Are they just rogue? I don't know if you guys think yeah, I'm probably crazy actually. They're probably just rogue, right? Yeah, they're funny sharks. They're not just funny though. They're actually good. They're actually good. I'm not coping. I'm not coping. I think with the new support, they're going to go really hard. I'm going to put them in rogue because we have yet to see it. Don't put it in fucking funny, bro. Shut up. Pretty sure. Hopium? Okay, fuck it. We're leaving it in rogue. You guys are right. I just like waters. I want waters to be good. I want waters to thrive. Even though I haven't built the deck myself, I really think it's a cool deck. But you're right. You're right. It's probably just rogue. Life Twin, I don't know. Life Twin I've not been seeing a lot of Life Twin. I know they had some combos with Hulk that they can't do anymore. So that's kind of annoying because usually you can normal summon. You can normal summon one of your hand traps with Life Twin, go into Hulk stuff, and kind of blow up the board. So Life Twin, I don't know, man. Maybe just in rogue. Maybe like just our rogue tier is pretty huge. There's a lot of decks that are like pretty viable in a best of one format, but not like amazing. So yeah, I think just above like the Code Talkers would make sense for them. Then we have Virtual World. Virtual World is funny. Virtual World is funny. You can find a lot of funny Virtual World decks if you go look at Luke Von Karma's channel. It's got a ton of people making funny replays with Virtual World, but that's basically what they've been delegated to now, is just funny replays. And they're a good deck in events like the Synchro event. Same goes for Lyrilusc Birds here. Lyrilusc, you just don't see them anymore. I'm just gonna put it in bad. Like, well, it's not. Nah, I can't put it in bad. It's probably like right under like Salamangreat. It's still playable and shit, but like you just don't see it anymore, and for good reason. I mean, it's like against dinos they kind of suck, so I never really was worried about them. But there's just better ways to play Tri-Brigade right now. So when you see Tri-Brigade, it's usually not with the birds. They're annoying though. Yeah, they'll just spam the field. Yeah, for Earth Machines, yeah, we're not gonna say Machino, we're just gonna say Earth Machine. Yeah, we're just gonna wrap it all up as Earth Machine. And Earth Machines are funny at best before Therion. Yeah, but they've got like FTKs and nah, you're right. Actually, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Nah, they're goofy. They're just funny. Top of funny. They're the top of funny. Madolche. I don't care what you guys tell me. Madolche is rogue, and it's pretty high rogue too. Like, I think it's right under heroes. Madolche is really fucking solid. So if you guys think this should be lower, I disagree. Madolche, they're the bouncing, the swarming, like it's just such a cool deck. It's so good. There's no way it's anything less than that. It's got good consistency too. It's just a really good engine. Its main flaw is probably that it's kind of like you have to play Madolche cards with it because you lock yourself into Madolche. Yeah, and it's pretty hard to play, but it's a very good deck. I think Rogue is more than fair for it. Mech Knights, bad. They're just dead. No one plays Mech Knights. Nurse Burn. It's not funny, and it's not bad. It's gonna have to add a row above here. We can put that row. We're gonna make it black, I think. Cursed. This is cursed. So that's gonna go there. Actually, Exodia is gonna go there too. Exodia is also cursed. You play Mech Knights? You play what? Mech Knight Invoked? Bro, Mech Knights are dead. I'm sorry, they're dead. They're just dead. Prank-Kids. I don't see Prank-Kids anymore. Nobody plays Prank-Kids. What happened? I literally never see Prank-Kids played. Ever. I never see it. I don't know. I don't know how to rate this one. Do you guys have any idea? Like, right now, I feel like I'm just putting it not... I just don't see it anymore. I don't know what happened, but people just stopped playing it. I guess it's Rogue. Like, I guess it's pretty high Rogue. But, like, that's weird. It's probably tier 2, actually. Because they didn't lose much. They didn't really, like... I mean, they lost, like, the... You think they're dead? But, like, why? It's just, like... I don't... What happened? Why do I not see them anymore? Seen one player in Platinum playing pranks. Okay, I'm coping here. Okay, I guess pranks. They're funny. Haha, funny pranks. Funny pranks. Dinos? Okay, yeah. I guess a lot of people want to see where dinos go, so we'll just go straight to the dinos. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the prank kids. They just lost favor. It was crazy. But for the dinos, would it be crazy for me to say I think they're top of tier 2? I know they weren't great. They weren't great before in the last format or two. 1.5? You know what? Fuck. I agree. I actually agree. I agree because the thing is dinos in a branded format are going to be so fucking good. They're going to be so good. Like, because the thing about dinos is they would struggle a lot last format. Misget 3 is so good compared to anything else. Yeah, they struggled a lot in the last formats because of people setting up insane first turn boards and just everyone running so many hand traps. The dinos going first kind of struggled playing with all those hand traps in the format. But in a format like Branded, where instead of setting up a bunch of negates to set up interruptions, dinos are really good at playing against that because obviously we have Misk. We can protect our dinos from the interruptions, and then you can kind of set up your board and make, like, you know, make maybe a Lagia or a Dolka to set up negates so you can go into battle phase safely to negate the Branded in red. So yeah, dinos, I think tier 1.5, really fair for dinos. I think they're going to be very, very, very strong in this upcoming format. Bro, you put so much busted shit into the deck and most of them aren't even dinos anymore. It's more like an engine to a vehicle that is something else entirely. It's basically, that's what dinos is. It's an insane engine that allows you to do anything you want with your extra deck. It's crazy. Bring OV back to 3, please. That's all I'm asking, but it's okay. We got 2 Panks too, so they're even getting better after this new ban list. They're getting a buff actually. Which is like awesome. So going second dinos are going to be a lot stronger. We could even maybe focus on going second dinos. So yeah, really good. Next we have, okay, Rocket Link. Within Borderland Dragon and stuff, and the fact that we lost Hulk, you know, it's a deck that can set up insane negates and fucking super crazy boards without Hulk. It's Rocket Link, bro. So it's probably not a good, I don't know if it's tier 1. I'm like thinking it's going to be setting up some of the best boards in the game. The players are bad, but Rocket Link is good. Yeah, like, it's hard to play. It's really hard to play, but man, I think it might actually be tier 1, low key. Like, it's just such a crazy deck. It's absolutely insane. Set up like a Colossus, Omni Negates, Borderland Dragon, DPE, all in one turn. It's just gross. It reminds me of like the kind of Aurodon boards people would set up, but even better. So, especially because Borderland is such a house of a card and actually so easy to make in this deck. So, this might be crazy. Maybe it's just a hot take and it's more like a tier 1.5 deck, but I'm going to put it in tier 1. I don't know if that's, if you guys disagree, let me know, but I actually think that makes sense for this deck. It seems like it's going to be insane for the new format. Shadal, I'm obviously thinking about Shadal Branded. I think it's like tier 1.5 as well. I think Shadal Branded, especially like the variants that play like Grass is Greener, is just stupid. It's just a dumb deck. I hate it, but I think it's really, really good. Sky Strikers. Sky Strikers, I don't know if they're tier 2, man. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if they're tier 2. But yeah, I think Rogue, right? Yeah, I can agree with that. I think Rogue. I know our Rogue list is huge, but yeah, I don't think Sky Striker is much better than Rogue. It's really cool and I love it, and you can win games. Tier 2, of course, you'd say that LFR. It might be tier 2. We're gonna put in Rogue, but it could be tier 2 because it's an insane deck. It's really, really good. Like, I feel like all these decks, these 3 decks up here, They're all like rogue, but they could be tier 2 depending how the format turns out. Trap Tricks, cursed. I'm just gonna put it in cursed. Sorry, Alfiar. Subterror, cursed. Frogs, bad. Tunes, bad. Tri Brigade might be like bottom of tier 1.5, something like that. Yeah, another Draco Fighter. Okay, we're just gonna put it in cursed as well. Utopia. Utopia's cool, but it's like, it's just funny. Like, Utopia is not even rogue. It's just so like dead to hand traps. It's actually funny. Zodiac. I'm guessing that's like Zodiac. We're gonna say like Zodiac Tri Brigade because that's how most people would play Zodiac. They don't really play it pure. At least I don't see any like pure Zodiac players. So I would say Zodiac is probably still tier 2. Zeus is a crazy card, dude. It's Bean. It's Bean, bro. It's Bean. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna put it at top of Rogue, but I'm questioning this. Nah, fuck it. I'm putting it tier 2. I don't care. Penguins. Obviously, Penguins go up here with Jerry Beansman. It's one of the best decks in the game. So no question about that. I think Sword Soul is still tier 1. Yeah, Penguin's best boss monster. DP at least puts it at Rogue. No. Penguin's best boss monster is Penguin Soldier, and that puts it at Bean tier, which is just above tier 1. Sword Soul. If you guys disagree, you disagree, but I think Sword Soul is still going to be tier 1. Yeah, you're just, yeah, Protoss is searchable. You can play. You're going to play like Super Poly in it. You know, it's still going to be good. It's still going to be tier 1. It's just not going to be as oppressive on turn 1. But it's still going to be like broken as hell. So Sword Soul tier 1. Yeah, exactly. With or without Hulk, it's just broken. Thunder Dragon branded. I think this deck is like between tier 2 and tier 3. I'm going to put it like at the bottom of tier 2. I think it's really good. You know, it's not that consistent. It's neither here nor there, and oftentimes they can easily out it. I mean, Mirror Jade outs the Thunder Dragon boss monsters pretty easily. Oh, pretty good, especially with grass. I didn't try the grass version. Yeah, we could put it at bottom of 1.5. It's still like really strong, obviously. It's not like a bad deck or anything like that. It's still really strong. And also it can play Dimension Shifter, which is obviously like, well, the thing about Dimension Shifter is it's not that good anymore, I find, because it doesn't do much against Branded Despia at all. It really doesn't do much of anything against Branded Despia. But, you know, I feel like at the bottom of tier 1.5 is pretty fair for this deck here. You run Droll versus Despia? True, yeah, you probably run Droll now. Yeah, that makes sense. Rongo, it's dead, and it's also cursed. Astrograph Sorcerer. So here we're talking about like the Pendulum, like Magician, Pendulum, Electromite stuff, you know. It's funny. Okay, we'll put it in funny. It's really good against me because I don't want to read your fucking cards. So I don't know. I'm just going to press buttons, activate my hand traps at the worst time. Rather play Endymion. Endymion's probably better, yeah. Especially now. Endymion's definitely better. Here we have Dark Lord stuff. I really don't like Dark Lords. And I don't think people are going to be playing it much. But I guess the Dark Lord branded stuff is still good. So I guess it kind of has to go in tier 2. But I don't like it. I don't like it. Zark is a pain in the ass. They usually are not trying to set up Zark. Rather play Ignite FTK, bruh. We already did the Life Twin, so let's get that out of here. Monarchs, they're bad. Floowandereeze. Are Floowandereeze still 1.5? Are they tier 2, you guys think? They died at Imperm completely. Probably tier 2 then. Probably tier 2, actually. Yeah, I think tier 2 for Floowandereeze. Yeah, we're gonna put, I think tier 2 is fair for Floowandereeze. They're insane when they go first and you don't have the right until Advent. Yeah, until they get Advent. Advent is definitely gonna push them up a bit. But for now, I think tier 2 is fair for Floowandereeze. Then we've got Numerons. I think Numerons are eternally rogue. They're just this funny deck that sometimes you get Kaiju'd. Sometimes you just go, I don't know, raw sphere mode, activate Numeron network. So, you know, it is what it is. Just eternally rogue. Always something you have to think about when you see your opponent making you go first and you're like, oh nah, dude. Yeah, well, it's pretty good. Ancient Warriors. Ancient Warriors is it's bad now. Okay, it's not bad. It's like funny. It's not bad. It's just funny. You think Numerons are tier 1? Nah, dude, no fucking way. Numerons are just, nah, they're rogue. They're eternally rogue. I don't agree. There's no way they're anything other than rogue. Here we have like the adventure. For adventure, basically my goal was this was not like pure adventure. I was thinking more like the adventure pile. And I think the adventure pile decks are actually dead without Hulk. Now you basically, well, you could go like DPE and adventure pile, but without the Hulk stuff, I feel like they're just bad. You know, you're not really going to be making these pile decks anymore. Plus the consistency went down. So adventure pile decks, sadly, Sangan deck, Sangan pile is just done. It's dead. It's sadly dead. You have to go for Tomahawk. Yeah, Sangan pile is completely dead. Makes me so sad, dude. I love that deck. It was so fun to play. And then obviously we have branded fusion up here. Let me just get up here. And obviously this is going to be the meta defining threat, the #1 thing you want to keep on your radar. It's almost like, yeah, tier 1 for sure. 100% tier 1. Every grass deck is tier 2. I guess so, right? Like that makes sense to me. It's because you are losing consistency for it. Every grass deck is tier 2. Fuck it, we'll put it there. And yeah, so I think we went through everything here. I don't think there's any... Oh, photons. They're bad. And Nordics, they're very funny. And I think that's... Oh, Ignite FTK. Cursed. Okay, there we go. Got everything out of the way. I think this is the list I'm going with. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can get all of it in here. There we go. Triv Gaming has the most insane Pen Magician deck with nearly unbreakable boards. Yeah, I know. I have oftentimes the most unbreakable boards are the most inconsistent decks. That's the thing. This is the meta tier list for the next meta. Obviously, the biggest deck to watch out for is going to be Branded Fusion. Branded Despia and all of its variants, but basically just a pure Branded Despia is definitely going to be tier 1, and everything is going to kind of maybe revolve around it, you could say. I still think Sword Soul is going to be a super huge threat. Super strong deck. I'm starting to agree with Raptor though. I don't think it's... I'm kind of questioning if it's going to be tier 1 now. I think we're going to put that down here. Yeah, so I think that makes more sense. I think you're going to have to watch out for Dragon Link. They're going to be absolutely insane. Dragon Link, not to sleep on that deck. I think it's going to be really fucking strong. Like, insanely powerful next format. Just going to be like the go-to, just spam combo deck. Ultra consistent. Then we've got obviously all these silly fusion decks. I think Dinos, keep an eye out for Dinos. They're still going to be super good. They're going to be better than they were in the last couple of formats, thankfully. So we're going to be able to play some Dinos and get to Diamond 1 super easily. That's it for the list. I think it's a decent list, right? I think it's a decent list. It's a decent list. You know, I think it's maybe questionable at some parts, but you know, just it is what it is. That's the list.